it was times that we could have sparred in the gym, but I always look at it like I can learn from him other than, being in there actually fighting.
Fight fans, brace yourselves, because this story has taken over the boxing world. Gervonta Tank Davis has reportedly broken his silence after claims surfaced that he was knocked out in sparring by none other than Floyd Money Mayweather. That's right. The same legend who once helped guide his career is now at the center of a shocking gym rumor that's spreading fast. And now that Tank has supposedly responded, the situation has become even more intense. For anyone just catching up, here's the background. Tank Davis, one of the most explosive knockout artists in boxing today, has been preparing for his upcoming fight against Lamont Roach. He's been on a dominant run, finishing opponents in spectacular fashion and building serious momentum heading into this bout. During camp, reports say Tank got into a sparring session with his former mentor Floyd Mayweather, meant to be part of his preparation. But things allegedly took a dramatic turn. Despite being retired from professional boxing for years, Floyd reportedly stepped into the ring during training and ended up dropping Tank during sparring. The claim quickly spread online, with talk that Tank was even knocked out cold, sending shockwaves through fans and boxing discussions everywhere. What made the situation even bigger was the rumor that footage of the sparring session may have surfaced, adding fuel to the fire. Since then, social media has been in non-stop debate over what really happened inside the gym and what it could mean for Tank moving forward. After days of silence, the undefeated Gervonta Davis has finally broken his silence. What did he say? Let's get into it.
What happened? Why are you in a wheelchair?
Shit happen all the time. Should be happening.
Hey, Mark,
but I'm all right.
Wait,
No.
we got that fight coming up.
The moment everyone was waiting for finally arrived. Gervonta Davis has responded after the sparring footage made its way online. The internet had already gone wild, with critics claiming his confidence was shaken. Some saying Floyd Mayweather Jr. was trying to damage his reputation, and others questioning whether Tank's dominance was being overstated. After laying low for a few days, Tank finally broke his silence with a short but intense message on social media. His words were basically a reminder that setbacks don't define him. He pointed out that he's been through tough moments before, learned from the best, and always finds a way to bounce back, making it clear he's not finished and still fully confident in himself. But he didn't stop there. Tank also addressed the sparring situation directly, pushing back on the narrative. He suggested people were overreacting, explaining that he had already been sparring hard throughout the day, while Floyd had just stepped into the gym fresh. He also emphasized that there was a size difference that day, claiming Floyd carried a noticeable weight advantage that in his eyes. Getting caught in sparring doesn't change anything about what happens in a real fight. He acknowledged the moment, but made it clear he doesn't believe it reflects his true level when it matters most. Still, the bigger conversation isn't just about the knockdown itself. It's about who it involved. This wasn't a random training partner. It was someone who once played a major role in his career under Mayweather Promotions and helped shape his rise. That's why the leak has caused so much debate. Some people think of the mind game from Floyd. Others believe it reflects deeper tension between the two. And many are still asking the same question, whether this was strategic, personal, or just a messy fallout between a former mentor and his star pupil. The relationship between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis has completely cooled off. They were once extremely close, with Floyd personally backing Tank and shaping him as the next major star under Mayweather Promotions. But everything changed when Tank decided to leave and go independent. Since that split, things have turned bitter. Floyd has been throwing public criticism on social media, and Tank hasn't stayed silent either. What used to be a strong mentor-fighter bond has now turned into an ongoing back-and-forth feud.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
What does this all mean for Gervonta Davis heading into his fight with Lamont Roach Jr.? The matchup was already generating a lot of buzz, but the situation around it has taken the hype to another level. Roach, who has been steadily putting in work and looking to make a statement, may now feel even more confident going in that if a fighter hears talk or sees footage of their opponent getting knocked out in sparring by a retired boxer, it can definitely shift the mindset. Roach is skilled, disciplined, and waiting for his big opportunity. So this kind of noise could push him to believe even more that an upset is possible and that this is his moment to shock the boxing world. On the other hand, Gervonta Davis is still one of the most dangerous punchers in boxing. No matter the noise around him, his knockout power and explosiveness remain a real threat in any fight. And situations like this often end up motivating him even more. With people questioning him and extra attention building around the matchup, he'll likely come in looking to make a statement that only adds more tension going into his fight with Lamont Roach Jr. And the build-up is already starting to feel more intense than expected. One thing worth remembering is that these two already know each other well. Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. have shared sparring rounds before, and according to trainer Kenny Ellis, Tank had the upper hand in those sessions. That history matters because it gives both fighters a read on each other's style. Tank knows what Roach brings, and Roach isn't stepping in completely blind either.
And Tank have history. What can you tell us about their history and how that's going to play into the fight come fight night?
They got amateur history. They fought maybe 2 or 3 times. Tank being the winner. They sparred a few times. Tank got the best of the sparring. They just bigger and stronger now, you know? Older.
Now, it's some word out there that Lamont say, you know, he got some film that don't make Tank look too good. What could that? How could that affect, you know, the outcome on December 14th?
Shit, man. Tank, last 4 or 5 opponents all had film like about how they beat him up in sparring. If that's the case, that shit happen. But fight night, we all know the outcome.
The situation around Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Gervonta Davis is being viewed in different ways depending on who you ask. Some people believe Floyd may have crossed a line if he was involved in spreading sparring footage, seeing it as something that could hurt Tank's image right before a big fight. Others think it's more in line with Floyd's usual approach, creating noise, staying in control of the narrative, and keeping attention on himself and the fighters around him. Because of that, it's led to more questions about where their relationship really stands now, and whether Floyd still has Tank's best interests in mind. On top of that, reports and rumors about tension over business deals and independence have only made the situation feel even more complicated, adding another layer to an already strained relationship.
She was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me. Yeah. And I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Like when Floyd was 29, You'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal.
it.
He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
This
it
is
on
exclusive.
them.
That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank, don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
That's everything for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what's coming next. Also, let us know your thoughts down in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.